why did Tesla stock tank previous month? And the question to which everyone wants to know the answer is, will the electric vehicle leader see earnings decline once again in 2024? January was a pretty great month for most stocks, but not so much for Tesla. The leading electric vehicle manufacturer's stock fell by 25% in January alone and continues to fall in Feb according to the data from the S&P Global Market Intelligence. Shares are currently off 55% from its all-time high, which was set in 2021, and 2021 is like 2.5-3 years before. And here's why investors are soaring on Tesla's prospects in 2024: contracting margins and low growth warnings. In its Q4 earnings, Tesla reported another quarter of unit volume growth, with total car deliveries to customers up 20% year over year compared to 2022. And however, due to its aggressive price cuts to prop up demand, Tesla's revenue only grew 3% year over year in Q4 of 2023. Tesla's revenue only went up 3% year over year in Q4 of 2023. But honestly, that was one of the best numbers from the report. Gross profit fell 23% in Q4 due to lower selling prices that Tesla had to implement in order to get inventory out of the door. While operating income declined a staggering 47% year over year, investors are likely worried about these contracting profit margins and what it means to Tesla's earning power over the next few years. I mean, for Tesla's investors, what was more essential was Tesla continue to be growing at the same pace year over year, at least till 2027 and 20. And despite these low selling prices, CEO Elon Musk guided for a lower unit volume growth in 2024. And slowing growth and lower prices is a tough pill for most investors to swallow, and indicates that the Tesla brand is not resonating with consumers as it once did. Either that or the EV market is much smaller than investors expected it would be a few years before. And another factor that concerns the investors is Tesla stock is still pricey despite all of this. Even though Tesla stock has fallen 55% from its all-time high and a staggering 25% in 1 month alone, shares still look expensive. Its trailing price to earnings ratio is 41, which is much higher than the S&P 500 average of 27. Tesla's operating margin have gone in the wrong direction for multiple quarters and now sit at an $8.9 billion over the past 12 months. And with average selling prices falling and growth expected to be thinner in 2024, Tesla will likely see earnings decline once again in 2024. That would make its forward PE a lot higher than 41.1, which is already above the market average. A high earning multiple and falling earnings is a recipe for poor stock returns. Tesla's PE is 41.1, and if you compare that with the S&P 500 index, the S&P 500 index's PE is 27. But what can easily be said is what Tesla can do in the next 10 years if things go their way. Tesla will perform 3 times better than all the companies in the S&P 500 index. So which means that its PE is still not double S&P 500 average. You getting me? The S&P 500 companies have an average PE of 27 and Tesla's PE is 41. Do all those companies have the same potential as Tesla from what it can do in the near future in the next 5 to 10 years? Not really. So it's not that difficult to understand why Tesla has a high PE. It's just that the growth potential in 2023 was not as expected, and Elon Musk himself, the CEO of the company, has said that 2024 might not be great for Tesla, also citing some macroeconomic reasons and interest rates. And there is also a lot of hype around Tesla stock and its CEO Elon Musk. Many investors claim to buy the stock because of the clean energy revolution, robotics, or even artificial intelligence breakthroughs. At the end of the day, a stock will move up or down based on its earnings power. And Tesla's earnings power right now doesn't seem to be moving in the right direction, according to Motley Fool. And investors have been selling Tesla stock for several reasons recently, but is it warranted? Tesla investors have had a tough start to 2024, and irrespective of whatever happened in 2023, well, the stock went up a little bit. In Jan itself, Tesla fell down by 20%, and the stock currently is now down almost 30% year to date, though returns more than doubled in 2023. A lot of investors who were patient without selling Tesla stock in 2022 have been rewarded in 2023 because Tesla stock almost doubled in 2023 between Jan and December. But in the past several weeks, the news has continued to accumulate that investors taking profits from last year and sitting on the sidelines, and shares stumbled again today by as much as 4%. And it hasn't just been profit taking that has led to investors selling Tesla stock this year. Several other things have snowballed that have put Tesla's future prospect into question. And against a backdrop of multiple examples of extreme weather that has had investors concerned with owning an electric vehicle, the company itself has been under fire. And last week, a Delaware judge ruled against the company in a lawsuit that has now voided CEO Elon Musk's lucrative pay package that was approved in 2018. And a shareholder sued the company, contending that nearly $56 billion pay package wasn't fairly presented to investors and that Tesla's board of directors didn't act independently as they should. But the decline in its share price may be more from two major weather events that have brought news coverage that highlight some concerns with owning an electric vehicle. Many consumers have yet to experience driving one or even knowing an owner. So what a deep freeze hit them in the Midwest last month in Chicago area. Tesla owners could not charge batteries in weather with temperatures well below zero. So some sector watchers thought that might push back the pace of EV adoption. Now, well, even today, it's been 5 years, it's been 3 to 4 years since EVs are starting to become more and more, I won't say mainstream, but people are aware that, hey, maybe it's time to shift into the EVs. But even now, not many people have EVs, and very few people don't even have an experience of driving an EV.